Hello everybody, welcome to my talk today about connection with the beyond. My name is Karen Quinn and I am a psychic medium. I'm the face behind Carolus Angels. I'm here today to discuss what mediumship is for me, how I work with when I do my readings, and it just explains to you how everything just happens really. Okay, so a psychic medium, what do you think that means? Well, most people say is that we talk to dead people. Now I don't like to say it that way. I would like to say that we're the physical in this world, okay, and you have the spiritual people. When you die, your soul goes to heaven. You're in the spiritual world, okay? So we're in the physical, they're in the spiritual. So to me, you do not die, that you just become in the spiritual world with your energy, okay? So that's how I feel how to describe a mediumship. Well, how do we do this? Okay, that can be a bit difficult going on, so I just tell you how I do it, how I connect with spirit, okay? I do a lot of meditation, okay? I do a lot of talking to my guardian angel. We also have spirit guides. Spirit guides are from, you can have 1 to how many depending on what you're actually doing, okay? So I have about 4 or 5 spirit guides, and one of my guides who I work with quite a lot is Bobana, and he is a rather large gentleman, but he is just so loving and helpful. So we have spirit guides as well. We have our guardian angel, and we also have a doorkeeper. Okay, now with this doorkeeper, I learned over time to be able to shut the door, because often I was out and about, and if I had left the spirit door open, people can just come through. Okay, and then you've got to try and hand over a message to whoever you may be talking to, which is quite often at times. So you learn then that as I sit and do my readings, I open the door and your friends and family come through. Now, how is this done? You think, how would this be done? So I just like to explain to you, it's like if you firstly, if you think of someone, okay, think of someone that's alive, okay, and you can see them in your mind, okay? So that's a similar sort of thing. I can see spirits, say the other side, in my mind, okay? So they come through and say it's a male, and the males come through for you. So I then have to describe what that person looks like. So again, in my mind's eye, I can see them just as I can think about a friend, say in England, and I can see her in my mind. This is the spirit world, I can see them. Now, I will describe them as they show me. And because they want to connect with you, they will show me how you will recognise them. So if you have someone that you played with as a child, but you haven't seen them grown up, they will appear to me as a child. As I describe them, then you will recognise them. Okay, so it's up to them how they show me. I also pick up then on the person, if they've got a gift for you, such as a special flower, a special smell, something that you can register them, okay, is that my dad? Now often I do know if it's a parent or a cousin or a child, etc. of yours, okay? But I often say a father figure or a mother figure, because in this day and age, you know, anyone can be your dad. You don't have to be biological as a father. So I describe them all as a father figure or a mother figure. So I go describing them what they're like. So now we have a gentleman here. He's gave you a flower, and I feel like he's a dad figure to you. Okay, so there we have this person. What else can I tell you about him? Okay, so I can see he can give me feelings on how he passed away. So if he died of a heart attack, I will get pain here. Now it's not pain as in physical pain like you would if you got a heart attack. It is pain as in like you've got an ache, you've got a pain, and I will register that maybe he died of a heart attack. It was around there. They can give me feelings. If he couldn't breathe, if he had emphysema, I can feel it in my throat, and I can say to you, well, did he pass through, can't breathe very well. So then you'll go, oh yeah, that was my dad. My dad had breathing problems. His favourite was a flower, and then so on. It goes on like that. Okay. Now they do talk to you. They do give you messages. So I hand over the messages. Sometimes they're not clear enough. People say, well, why don't you know their name straight away? Why don't they just tell your whole big story? Well, it actually don't actually come across like that. So sometimes we have to listen really, really quietly, really focus on what they're telling us. Because remember, they're on a completely different vibration to us. So their vibration is very quick, where our vibration is quite slow compared to them. So we have to connect that way. Okay, so now we have your dad, say, and he's giving you a nice flower, you know, what sort of job did he do? So then he'll start maybe giving me, I can see like a hammer or some tools. I might see a car. So then he shows me these signs. What I could say to you, well, was he a car mechanic? Did he love his cars? And you'll go, oh yeah, he owned a garage. So again, that is just clarifying, this is your dad here. Now, why do the spirit world come through the door to talk to us? Most of the time it's just to reassure you that they are absolutely fine when they passed over. No matter what way they pass over, as soon as they're outside your physical body, they are free. They are enlightened, okay? So they just, your soul just flows, okay? So they are happy, they are content. And can you imagine when you pass away, the people that will be waiting for you? You'd be so excited to see your mum and dad, and I feel that's what it is. It's like, okay, that they go off. So they do come back, because you obviously, everyone I presume has experienced losing someone or another, and you have to go through this grieving process. So being reassured that they are okay in the spirit world can help with your healing. Could be that they need to just give you a message. Sometimes you might find in the physical world they may not have been that nice to you. So in the spiritual world, they recognise this. They might just want to come back and say, I'm so sorry the way I treated you. And we do get that quite a lot, that they come back just to reassure you that you was loved, even though you may not been treated the best. So there we have a dad figure. Now we have flowers. We know he was a car mechanic, and so it goes on like that. And then you just hand over messages. Now I'd like to go through maybe a couple of messages that I have passed over. One being wedding rings. Someone was letting their partner know it was okay to now carry on in another relationship, but this person was holding back. So he gave it some clarity that it is okay to move on, okay? What is one of the hardest things doing mediumship, psychic medium, when I meet certain people that don't believe in anything? How do I deal with that then? So I will go round the houses basically. I would just say, for instance, I had someone came in and he was doing tiling for me. And anyway, his mum come through, wanted to tell him, and she was so proud of him. Now this person did not believe, okay, did not believe in anything at all. So how was I getting a message round? So I started chatting. Oh, did you, you're really good with your hands, and how did you get on with your house? Because he was building a house. And I said, did your mum ever see the house that you built? And he went, no. So I jumped in and said, I bet she was so proud of you. And she said, do you think so? And I was like, yeah, she would have been so proud. You made such a good job of that. Because I did have her in my ear going on, okay? So telling me I'm proud of him, telling me I love him, blah, blah, blah. So I had to do it a roundabout way. But once I passed that message over, she then left. She was happy. She was content, okay? So that's how, again, spirits come in. So now I've learned very much to lock the door when I'm often going out and about, but as a psychic medium, they still often manage to jump on in to pass their messages over. I went to a spa day, laying there, minding my own business, loving my spa. And next thing I know, the lady's brother came through. So I had to pass a message for him. How did I do it? Again, just there talking about certain situations. Do you love this music? Are you into anything like that? And before I know it, I was able to hand over the message from her brother. So that is really how it feels for me. I do see spirit with my own eyes as well, but most of the time they come through into my mind to be able to hand over the messages. Okay, so if there's any questions or anything like that you want to ask me, then fire away. I feel like I need to come a bit nearer and bring this nearer because I haven't got the best eyesight, even though I've got glasses on. So if any of you like a question, feel free to ask. Okay, maybe there, message form through me. Spirit today, life today. Well, I'm not doing any readings here. If you like to private message me, I'm sure we can arrange a session that if you want any messages from above the spirit world, just private message me, and that would be great. Okay, so Teresa says, why do you late in the night? Why do you wake late in the night? Often we wake in a certain times. It's usually about 3 o'clock. You might even notice I'm on Facebook, and about 3-4 o'clock, and that is when our vibration, they all are like this. Okay, so we connect vibration wise, where we go up because we're asleep, and they can calm down. You'll often find they can connect with you via dreams. I mean, who's had a dream that their mum or their dad or their friend, anyone like that, has come through into their dreams, and it's a different dream. It really feels real. So at that point, the energy, the spirit world can connect with you in your dreams. Someone like myself often wakes up that time, so you'll find a lot of them angel messages that I do, they come in the middle of the night. Yes, it's frustrating for me because I need my sleep, but it's all about the connecting, when you're connecting. So 3, 4, the vibrations are quite together. so we can pick up more messages. So that's why the universe wants to connect to us, then they'll come through at that particular time. So that's where a lot of my work comes through, is that particular time, and talking to my guides and the spirits and my doorkeeper. You also got someone called Ascended Master, and they work with you as well. So they all come and go. One question I was asked, how do they come through? Okay, so how do they come through the door? Okay, so angels bring them. Okay, there's angels for all different parts of the world, and I will be doing a talk tomorrow on angels, but this is more about the spiritual side of things. So you can so the angels will bring along. You may find they may come with someone whose energy is stronger. Okay, the longer that you've passed away, have gone into spirit world, the longer that you're there, the more is for your own, their energy, sorry, is stronger. So if you get someone that passes away and it's only been a matter of time, the energy can be quite weak. So it's just a matter of someone else bringing them, but always an angel comes with them and guides them here. So I hope that answers some of your questions. So can you light someone who post accident? Sorry, I am trying to read, but I'm not very good with my glasses. Can you shed any light with someone who's part of an accident visiting you during your sleep, with the wounds visible that they suffered, but smiling, say, hey, we're happy now? So DT, yes, they've come through while you're sleeping. They've shown you the wounds, but they've also shown you how happy they are. Okay, in such a car accident, obviously it's very instant, and they then leave their body. So coming back to you in your dreams, they couldn't come back to you when you're awake, because you'd be really scared if you turned the corner and you saw him standing there. So they come when they think they can connect with you, and dreams being it. And by him coming through and smiling, yes, I had the wounds, but that's okay, I'm fine. And believe you me, he is absolutely fine. And that is beautiful to hear, that he came through into your dreams. So that is really beautiful, and know that he's absolutely okay. So moving on to Kelly. Kelly says, is it, I'm really bad with my glasses, aren't I? Is it weak, sorry, is it weak they pass because they are with God right then? No, it's weak because when we pass away, we've got to adjust now. Our vibration will have to adjust for when we pass over, okay? So there's still a journey, a process when we pass over. So the longer you're there, the more stronger energy that you have. So you're able to come through a lot quicker and a lot stronger. I find that if someone has passed recently and they're coming through, they always have a stronger person to bring them through, because connecting to me also is very hard for them, because they will have to lower their vibration to connect with me while I'm putting my vibration up high. Okay, so what is the outcome for my husband? Now, Carmel, I am not doing any readings at the moment, at this moment. Today is this chat is just talking about the spirits and beyond. So if there's any questions about life after death, or how I communicate, then just ask me loads of questions. I noticed somebody asked me, can we summon a certain person to come through? So if you're sitting there going, I want my mum, I want my dad, can I do that? Can a psychic do that? Yes and no. So if I was trying to communicate, I'd put it out there, okay? I'd put it out there that this person would like mum and dad to come through for bring any clarification about their mum and dad. So for me, it's really about asking them to come through, and then that's up to them whether they can come through or not. I often find with my readings is the fact that sometimes people come through who we least expect it. We're expecting our mum and our dad and our brother and our cousin, but then it could be someone that was a neighbour up the road. You know, they may come because once they had an argument with you and they want to say sorry. So often there can be people that come through that you just do not expect. And that is why at times, you know, when I'm doing a reading, I can say, oh, Mary's coming and blah, blah, blah. And the person goes, oh, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. So it will be later on and they can sit down and go, oh, I remember her. Because they're not expecting her to come through. They're expecting their parents or somebody they want so much to come through, and it could be someone else. And sometimes people actually can feel a bit gutted because it's not the person they want to come through. So, but everyone should be like grateful and happy that someone has making an effort to come through and to leave you and give you messages. So you really should be, I think, happy that you are connecting to the spirit world. What else can I say? I have always had this gift, so it's been there from a way that I can remember, so I don't know anything different. But I thoroughly enjoy what I do. I enjoy connecting to the spirit world, etc. One last thing before I may log on is that when you go to a psychic medium, you know, I've been to them as well, okay? I don't say nothing. I sit there like a stone and I just go, yep, no, because I don't want to give anything away about myself, okay? Because I want that psychic medium to tell me, if you understand. So, like, I wouldn't say, if she says there's an old lady in spirit and I was to go, oh yeah, that's my granny, then I'm feeding it into her, okay? So, so I like to be like quiet, like I'm a blank canvas. And that is also what I ask for you. Everyone that's had my reading knows that I just like a blank canvas. I don't know anything about you, and I even say don't speak for a while, just so you can get the clarification that I am a psychic medium and that, you know, talking to the spirit world, I'm giving you the signs and stuff like that, okay? So yeah, I've lost it then, haven't I? Because I was looking at Teresa's little text thing. But yeah, connecting and stuff like that. This is, why do loved ones pass late at night? Now again, it's funny, I was a nurse many years ago and we did experience the most people that passed away were at night. And again, I feel this is because of the vibrations at night. The earth, we're sleeping, our vibration goes up and their vibration can come down, so they then take that person because it's easier to connect with that person and go on to the spirit world. So that is why they pass at night, because it's just easier with our vibrations together. And that is why loads of people pass at night. So I hope that clarifies that question. So any more questions do we have? You're welcome, Kelly and Teresa, and joining in today. Is there any more questions? Let me just say, animals do go to spirit as well. Just want to throw that one in. Your pet can come back to you. you've got a dog or a cat, they can come back as well. There's many a reading I've done and there has been a dog there, so I describe the dog, I describe what it's like. I'm useless actually of breeds of dogs, but I do describe the dog, and usually you know what dog I'm talking about, or a cat or any other animal. So I just say one thing, I did have a reading once and all I could see was horses. There was horses everywhere, and I said to the particular lady, you know, there's horses and horse. That's all I could see. And it turned out that she owned stables and she was very much into horses, etc. So again, that showed that the psychic mediumship that I was chatting with her also came out. I gave her clarification that somebody obviously was telling me that she loves horses, etc. So again, loads of different things that come up. I then handed it to you, and if you give me a blank canvas, then you know that I'm working from spirit. John says, do they ever tell me anything bad? Yes and no. No, as not in like, you know, people may think, oh, am I going to be told I'm going to die next week? No. But I would feel and pick up if there was an illness about you. I mean, I've had people come and I've known they've had cancer, or I've known that the part of the body was, I felt there was something wrong. So I would just say to them, you know, I'm feeling this part of your body is not quite right. And if they say no, and I say, oh, maybe just get that checked out, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't come out and say to them instantly, there's something wrong with your side. So I will just put it in a different way, to be fair. People on the other side may come back and they may tell me that there's something wrong with the person I'm doing a reading for. So again, I have to be diplomatic on how I'm going to tell that person, if it's a health issue or anything like that. If the roof was going to cave in or there's something else and they told me, I'd gladly tell you that something was going to happen. But when it's to do with yourself, I did have a reading, someone comes down and they wanted this lady to check on her brother. And she hadn't seen her brother for a while, but the spirit, the person that had come through, needed someone to check on this other person. And she did come back to me and said that she found her, it was her brother, and he wasn't at all well, and he hadn't even been to the doctors. So she was able to get him to the doctors, get him help, and he was fine after that. So that's another way. Again, the spirit world will come in, they will help us. And also, if there's anything that you want in life as well, you know, we can ask the spirit worlds, we can ask our nan, we can ask our parents, please help us in such a situation. So again, they can help, they're in a different vibration, they can help us. Okay, so again, don't ask for the lottery numbers because they're not going to give you it, but they will help you in many situations. So like if you ask your nan for a certain situation, or maybe you could ask for a sign from a loved one as well. That's another way to communicate. You can ask for signs from a loved one. You can ask for a smell. You could ask for a picture. There's so many ways I communicate with the beyond, and so can you. So why don't you, from today, ask the person that you love that's in spirit to come on through, to give you a message, give you a sign that they're there. Because yes, I can connect from the beyond, but you can also. Okay, so you know, put it out there, speak, know that the spirits are all around you. They're in photos, sometimes you can see them, they're orbs. So it's all about moving on, knowing that they're there, they're around you, they're comforting you. So I think that's the end of my talk today. I hope that you understood what I meant and you enjoyed the talk. And just to say that, as you know, I am a psychic medium. I do angel cards and psychic cards. I do healing. I'm trying to think, I'm a holistic counsellor. I do a lot of things, so I mean, check out my page, Carolus Angels, and if you like to book a reading, that would be great. Just private message me. And I do wish you all lots of love and lots of light, and I wish you all take care and enjoy the fair. Check out stalls, there's lots of things to buy. I'm back on tomorrow, so I will publish what time, etc. I'm on tomorrow. Tomorrow's talk will probably be about angels and the angelic world. As you know, I'm very passionate about that. So I hope you enjoyed your chat today, and God bless you all. Thank you.